All right. Boom! We in the gym. Welcome to EJ's Gym. A guide to elevate your mindset. Yo, I have an original on the line. Original Babe Magnet. I'll let him introduce himself. Go ahead.
Hey, Robert Randle, aka Donny, Miami Central DB, one of them guys, one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? So used to be on, used to be that guy, man, that story.
Okay. So look, and I want to talk about even before Miami Central, but when did you start playing that Central? Because
Yeah, I came to Central as a ninth grader, man.
uh-huh.
I actually went out for JV, man, but I wound up quitting, man. I
Really?
went, I think I went into like one game.
Uh-huh.
And man, after that, man, I just quit. I ain't play ball no more. I ain't play ball again to my 11th grade year, man. I just walked the halls after that, man. Grades were messing up too, so I had to get the grades right and everything. But I walked the halls to just messing up, man. Grades ain't right, skipping all the time, man.
Uh-huh.
I'm skipping out the other schools. I'm out the Booger T. I probably should have been in my school out of New Orleans, hanging out, man. Just wilding out.
Right. All right, so let's start. I don't want to get into the stories before. Let's start when you first started playing football.
Man, soon they allow you to register for football, man.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Soon they allow you to register. I was playing football, man. I had an older brother, so I just transitioned right into it. Wherever park he playing at, I follow right into it.
What positions did you play?
Man, the funny part, I never played cornerback, man, until I got to Century. I played linebacker. I played safety. I played tight end. I played receiver. A little bit of quarterback, not really. Man, I didn't think I was gonna play corner. Really, my heart was at linebacker, man.
Really?
To the first day of school, I get to Central. Man, I see a dude. I remember. I don't know him personally, but I remember his name. The man's name was Champ. So,
I remember Champ.
Yeah, man. I see the dude named Champ. I didn't know who he was, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm in high school. Man, I'm gonna hit the weight. I'm gonna get a little bigger. I'm gonna play some linebacker. Man, I see. Man, he was huge, man. I saw the man in the hallway, man. The man chest so big, looked like his back broke. I say, hey, so I see the guy. I said, man, hey, man, who that man is right there, man? He said, somebody was like, man, he played on linebacker for Miami Central. I said, nah, I don't grow like that, man. I said, I know how to switch position. I got to switch position. I don't grow like that.
Right. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. So you came on junior year, you know what I'm saying, our junior year. My sophomore year, the year you talking about, with Champ. I think Champ probably, I don't know, did he leave my sophomore year or junior? I'm not sure, but those are the guys. And I think me and a few other guys that got on the line talking about the old guys that was there before us. Like, that's what prepared me for guys like Ali, even going against Sherelle, you know what I'm saying? Guys like Champ, that boy was big. Talk about Brutus used to give headaches. Champ used to give headaches too. He was hard to move, man. He was hard to move, man.
That was a big boy.
And he would try to plug that gap, and I'll try to come down. Man, he was like a wall, dude, trying to move him. But them boys got me right. They got me right because I'm going against them as a sophomore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So fast forward junior year, you got to go against New.
Yeah, man. The man, I remember, I think we was in spring ball. Not spring ball. That was in spring ball when we first come out before the season started, right?
Yeah. Jamboree doing all that.
We in spring ball. Ain't even Jamboree time yet. I'm still trying to get my feet where I done been out of ball, 2 years. So, man, all of a sudden, man, I see a box Shaggy pull up. Man, who the dude? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, that new, man. I don't know who he is. The funny part about it, I went to school to do, I heard his name through football. Never really paid attention to who the dude is. Man, dude get out, he talk to the coaches, man. The man get out the car, man. Put his gear on, no warm up, no scratch. Bone everybody, route us up. Take his stuff up and leave. I said, damn, that nigga good, man. Man, the man route the whole DB. Every DB routers up, man. Go and take a step up and get up out of there.
Hey, Nuke was a baller, man. So
Man.
tell me how it was like, because Marcus and Willie, got on the line and they was talking about how hard it was in practice going against guys like you and Vincent and Regis and these guys. So what's your experience? Just talk about junior year and then transitioning into senior year. How was that practice that year and how did it help you for senior year?
Man, junior year, I really was trying to find my footing again. Like I said, I ain't played football in a few years. And really, like I said, I never really played the cornerback. I played safety, I played linebacker, all that. So now I'm transitioning. I'm learning a new technique. You know what I'm saying? But man, going against Nuke and all them, Marcus and Willie, man, it made me better. First of all, I in my mind, I said, man, if I could just stop this man from catching them, I'm talking about Nuke, catch the ball one time, man, I mean I got better. That's how I used to judge myself.
Wow.
At first, I never stop him at all. So I said, if I stopped the man one time,
wow,
man, you know what I'm saying? So it was different. I know with Willie was quick, man. So I said to myself, man, if I can get a hand on him, it was like steps with me. So with Willie, it was like, man, if I can put a hand on him, then guess what? That means I got better now. Same thing with Marcus. Marcus had a little shit. He was stronger too. Marcus already had a little side on him. So that's how I always graded myself in my mind. Like, man, whatever I couldn't do that day, if I can do it next week, that means I'm getting better. Now I'm stopping him from catching the ball once. Now it come to twice. Now, instead of me not touching Willie at all, now I'm touching him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm jamming him a little bit. Not really jamming to keep him on the line, but I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm touching, like, now I'm getting in my groove. So that's how I judge myself. Like, it was just like a progression thing. Every time I got a chance to do something that I couldn't do, I know I was getting better at it. Man, so, but man,
that's dope.
That right there, that's playing just like I say, Nuke, man. That's probably the best athlete I ever played against. But coming into my 11th grade year, man, my 12th grade year. Funny part about it, man, I know this is a side note. I almost would make it to my 12th grade year. Thomas Petit, man, Thomas will tell you the story. So 11th grade, man, I don't know if you remember, man, but it's a play that I made. I remember because this is a play that sort of set me off. I make a play because at the end of practice, they throw a Hail Mary to Willie. I sort of jump over his head and intercept the ball. Coach Son was like, he ran downfield like, hey, that's how you win practice. That's how you win practice. That, no one knew who I was then. So after that, man, the coach used to talk to me all the time. Hey, you're going to get in the game. You're going to get in the game. You're going to get in the game. So come like, okay, now in my mind, I said, okay, dang, so now I'm going to get in the game. Man, come the next game, they don't put me in the game at all. So I'm mad. So the coach, I'm talking to the DB coach, Coach Johnson. We were like, nah, Randy, we're going to get you in the game. So again, next game come, don't put me in the game. So I'm heated. He talking to me again. So I promise you, man, I'm going to put you in the game. We played North Miami, my 11th grade year. I never forget it because this game stuck in my head. Man, it's all the way fourth quarter, probably about 4 minutes left, man.
Was that the game it was raining hard?
It was sort of raining. It wasn't raining that hard, but it was sort of raining.
Okay.
We played North Miami. They don't put me in the game. I'm heated, man. Listen, I'm like, man, I'm finna quit. Listen.
Yeah.
I take my spat off. I take my my wrist thing off. I take everything. I'm heated. I'm like, man, they call me, man. I ain't going to the game. I'm hot, man. I'm like, man, they didn't promise me 3 games in a row. They're finna put me in. So they come by 4 minutes left. I hear them calling me on go right. So next play come up. Somebody say, man, the coach come, man, we calling you, man. What you doing over here? I'm like, nah, man. He's like, man, get up and get in the game. EJ, I'm hot, man. I'm finna quit. I'm in my mind. I get in the game, right? Man, I mess around and catch my first interception that very next play.
Wow.
I catch my first interception at the very next play, man.
Yeah.
It was moving so fast. I felt like I ran 15 yards. We watched film, I ran 5 yards.
So from then on, how was your mindset from then?
No, from then on, man, like, I of course, I'm still the team now. I'm happy now.
Yeah.
From then on, they just were working me in, man. Like I said, I was all about trying to get better because I knew I had another year in my mind. So, like I say, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, let me just get better. So, then after that, I was, like I say, I kept challenging myself, trying to go against the best receiver. We had plenty of good receivers too, man. So we highlighted Mark. We had Lil Mark. We had Shin Host and them. what's the name who came from basketball? Remember, little Steve.
Steve. That was my dog. Yeah, Steve.
Man,
I talk about Steve all the time. 5'5", quick, explosive.
He was quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he one of the ones, man. Listen, you have a hard time touching him on the line of scrimmage, man.
Hey.
That little dude quick, man.
Hey, that was my homie right there, man. He used to live, because we used to live in North Miami Beach, man. I used to ride out with him. And the other dude, I think he was like a guard, Finley. Him and Finley. But Finley, did Finley play football with us too? Nah, Finley ain't play.
I don't think Finley played. I think he stayed the hooping.
Yeah, man. Steve was that dude, man.
Steve was hard, man.
Yeah.
So going into senior year, man, you know, I just like, man, dang, I want to have a good year, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that was on my mind, man. I was like, man, I just want to have a good year. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I ain't gonna say. I sort of felt like, okay, well, I'm probably gonna start, so I wanted to keep the position. I was like, man, I'm gonna make sure I keep it. So, man, I just went out, man. And I was like, man, I gotta just practice hard. You know what I'm saying? Then, I ain't really know too much about like going to college. You feel me? Really, I ain't really think about that my junior year. Even though, you know, everybody, I watch college football all the time, so you know it's in the back of my mind. But I ain't really know too much about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know nobody who went through the process. My daddy, he went to college in '78. I'm in 02, man. So it's totally different. You feel me? And me and him ain't had no relationship like that, like too tight. So I couldn't really holler at him about stuff like that. So my whole mindset was, man, that I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, sort of go to college. That probably happened like mid-senior year when I was like, dang, man, I might be doing good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got a chance to sort of go to college. So that's when I really got into that. But man, senior year come around, man, I started seeing all these newspaper articles about how we doing good, all this other type stuff. So I was like, man, dang, man, like, man, we got a good team, man. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Patters of the world come around. You know what I'm saying? The Shavins, I see all them boys. You know what I'm saying? Ali, all of them. I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this junk real. Like I said, because I ain't really, you know, grow up in the central area. You know what I'm saying? I bounced around, you know. So I really didn't know, like, what all Central had like that. I ain't know like that history of Central. So I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? This shit like real, man. I see the recruiters out here every week, my nigga.
Yeah, practice man, on the sideline.
On the sideline, killing them, man. Oklahoma and all that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I even met a few coaches, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Central Florida, I shook their hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of unreal to me a little bit. Cool. I ain't really like processing. I'm like, man, like this, like really what go on? You know what I'm saying? I ain't know.
Hey, do you remember like when Cristobal was recruiting those guys, Marcus and Willie and Brian, and how he was around like all the time? The head coach at Oregon right now.
Oh yeah. I remember Cristobal, man. Like it was, like I said, I thought about it, but I think it was almost like unreal. I'm like, damn, like these dudes you see on Saturday every week. You know what I'm saying? They just out here just posted up, chilling, you know what I'm saying? You going to sign off, you don't know who you gonna see.
Right.
So, man, like I said, I ain't gonna say the beginning of the year, but sometime around like probably like the second, third game, like it started like sort of hit, like dang, you know what I'm saying? I was having like I had the first couple like good games. I'm like, damn, like I'm doing straight, man. Then I was talking to a few coaches. I'm like, man, like you know, it just was unreal at first. Like I said, I ain't really talk to nobody. I ain't really even talk to the players about it, like. You know, so I think me and Tommy may talk like one time, but I ain't really like talk to nobody about recruiting in college. But man, my mom like, man, this like something you hear about on TV, man. It's like a movie. So man, I was just excited, man. And I had a pretty decent senior year, man. Like overall, man, I had my thing was, man, always hunting me. I ain't really go to class like that, so my grades wasn't the par, you know what I'm saying? I'm always skipping and stuff, man. So, you know, I had quite a few offers as far as like me talking to coaches, man. Like, matter of fact, I didn't even know I could have teamed up with Chevy. Like, Akron wrote me all the time, you know what I'm saying? Kansas State wrote me all the time, you know what I'm saying? Invite me to games, man. You know, Troy State, Kansas, you know what I'm saying? A few schools, man. Cincinnati, man, like all the time wrote me. But man, I was I ain't never really write them back, man, because my mindset was, man, my grades were so bad. Even though I played ball, my grades were bad. I ain't know nothing about test score. Someone told me like second 9 weeks, man, hey, you gotta take it, you know what I'm saying? Your what is it,
SAT or ACT? I think we all took the ACT.
I think I wanted to take both.
You took both?
I don't know. I think I took both. I ain't sure.
Okay. I did the ACT.
He told me about it, so you know what I'm saying. So now I'm like, dang, like I kept saying, man, when I get my grades, I'm gonna call the coaches, not knowing I could have still called, had a relationship with them. You know, they write me, you know what I'm saying, telling me to call them. I don't really call them. Like, hey, they send a little questionnaire. Hey, what's your height? What's your grade? You know, speed. I don't write them back because I'm like, man, I kept telling myself, man, let me get my test scores in first, and I'll write them back. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to hire something. I'm thinking they ain't gonna be interested. So, man, you know, I enjoyed the senior year. Like I said, I really enjoyed it, man. We had a good year, man, despite, you know, they took our games from us, you know what I'm saying? But
I know.
Overall, man, that's like an experience I always think about, man. Like that's something that gonna live with me forever, man. That was like a hell of a season, man. All the guys, you know what I'm saying? That was like, man, that was something special.
It was, man. It was fun. And honestly, why I really wanted to do this, you know what I'm saying? Is because, you know, I coach now. And I'm always like, I talk about college too. College was fun. But that experience that I had in high school, just like you said, that's like really hard to recreate. And the type of players that we had that was on one team, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't find that often, you know what I mean? At a high school, at a college, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe at the pros, you know what I'm saying? To have that much skill, you know, on one team. And we were so young, man. And like I told you before, you know, the thing about being an athlete, we all kind of hang our hat on that. But whatever we recreated on the field, we could do that in life too. Like I told you before, what we was talking about before. So it's all about jumping in that same mindset about like, damn, how did I see myself as a kid? What was I thinking about when I was doing this? That's that same mindset that's going to drive you to be successful at whatever you're doing in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we go into your senior year, like, so it's time to choose schools. You know what I'm saying? What made you choose Alabama A&M?
Well, you know, when signing day came, you know what I'm saying, they the only person who signed a scholarship. And I wasn't gonna sign. My mindset was like, man, I thought about just going JUCO, trying to get my grades right, and then going to a bigger college. Coach Saunders, and this is the one thing I got to give him props on. Coach Saunders was like, hey, they're like, listen, he said, I know you might be waiting on all the other schools, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to go to a bigger school. He said, listen, he said, your grades you didn't get your test scores back yet, and they still send you a scholarship. He said, man, I think you should just take the guaranteed thing. And that's why I signed on signing day. I wasn't gonna sign.
Yeah.
That's why I signed on signing day.
Yeah. I remember that day, you know what I'm saying? What we went in the library or something like that. And I know the other guys had their jerseys because they went to bigger schools. We didn't have big schools. So we had, I mean, I think they had a picture in the yearbook. I forget what I had on that day, but the other Marcus and Willie had the jersey from Rutgers. Ali and Patter had the Miami. Courtney had the jersey. Auburn, and me, you, Big House, Toribio. Who else signed that day? We didn't have it. They had the little helmets in the back, I think. And we took pictures by that. I don't know, you remember that?
I remember taking pictures. I don't remember about the helmets in the back, but I remember taking a few pictures inside there.
Yeah, man.
I remember that part.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, all right, so you choose Alabama A&M. You know, they took a chance on you. You didn't have the test scores. So what was the process like going into camp or going to school?
Well, what was supposed to happen is I was supposed to, when I got up there, I know I couldn't, due to my high school test scores, I couldn't play my first year. So what I was supposed, but I'm able to do everything else with it. I just can't play. I'm able to work out, I go to all the meetings, you know what I'm saying, meet with all the coaches, all that type of stuff. I do all that, I just can't play. So what it was, I was supposed to get, I think it was 24 credits. You know, we're gonna be taking, I think it was 24, it was like 24, 26, something like that. I supposed to at least make that, you know what I'm saying, by the end of the year, and then I'll be able to play with the team the next year.
Right.
The only part about it, I came up there, they gave me the scholarship. Like they told me I wasn't gonna be on it at first until I earned it, but they left me on scholarship. So
so you never got cleared by the clearinghouse, huh?
No, I got not to play. I didn't get cleared to play. I got cleared to go to school. You know what I'm saying? So matter of fact, that's another story too. My SAT score, I had to retake them. It was a discrepancy in high school on one of my scores, so I had to go retake the test. But I had to take it in a little room with a lady sitting there with me.
Wow. Okay.
No time.
Wow.
I just
Wow.
had to sit in a little room
Mm-hmm.
with a little lady in there taking it with me, right? Because it was
Yeah.
discrepancy on one
Uh-huh.
of the tests. So I go in there. I do good on the math part, so they grant me my math score. Now to read it, 'cause I think I had to score within a certain amount of points close to it for them to say, okay, well, that's here. The math I do, bounce. They give me the math. The reading, I think you had to score like 60 points close to it. I think I scored like 80 out. So they ain't grant me the reading part.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I scored like 80. I want to say like 80, 90 points off, and I think about 80 points off. So they ain't grant me the reading. So that's another thing. What happens when the test scores get in school? Now I'm eligible to get in school, but if the test scores ain't good enough to play ball.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I go up there. So I supposed to earn my scholarship, but like I say, they left me on scholarship. So I go to class, man. First semester I'm doing great. Man, what hit me is, man, one day I wake up, I said, man, it's sort of cold, man. Man, I look outside, man, everybody, man, from up north, big Timberland, North Face jacket.
Yeah.
I say, man, I raised the window, man, freezing outside, man, it's like 30 degrees. Man,
Wow.
I lay down, I don't go to class, man. I lay in the bed the whole day until lunchtime, man. I just lay in the bed, man. The transition, man, when it got cold, man, it hit me. I couldn't, man, I had to call my mama, man, like, hey, mom, man, it's cold. These little Miami jackets ain't gonna do it.
I feel you. I remember, man. I had to buy me some coats, man. I'm in North Carolina, so I feel you, dog.
Yeah, man, it's freezing up here, man. So that's when my grades, my first year when it dropping, man. Like I say, the first couple of weeks, the first semester, I'm at it, man. When it got cold, man, I was missing class like crazy, man. I couldn't make the transition, man. Then, like I say, then I wound up, my advisor advised me my first year to take a class that I really didn't need to take. Like I sort of repeated the class. Cause she said, I don't know, I forgot exact terms she used. So I take the class. That class stopped me from being eligible to play next year because instead of me getting the credit that I need, I wound up repeating the class, not knowing. I'm just going on her word. Like I said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I probably should have got her to coach it, but I'm thinking the advisor got to know. You know what I'm saying? This is what she do.
Right.
So I go up her word. So now I'm 3 credits short because the 3 credits that I would have got taking that other class, I don't get them. So now, man, I'm up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going into my second year. I'm thinking about transferring now. I'm like, man, I tell my mom, man, I'm just gonna go ahead, man. I was thinking about like leaving, just going to, like I say, like to a little junior college, man, just to give. I'm like, man, I ain't really want to be out there no more, man. Even though it was more on me, but as a child, I'm thinking it's the coaches, man, it's everybody, man. I'm like, man, dang, man, it's them, man, they tripping. Right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing right, man. They supposed to help me out. You know what I'm saying? This is how I feel. Man, it's me the whole time, but I'm like, man, so I'm like, mom, I want to come back. I'm like, man, I want to transfer. I want to go to the junior college, man, just do what I got to do. I was thinking about going to Minnesota West Region. I was talking to them boys, and they was up there. So that was my mindset, like, man, Minnesota West. Or I had another partner who was going to something called Coffeeville. I don't know if you ever heard of Coffeeville. Coffeeville was a big time JUCO at the time, man. Dude named Kerry Reed, who went on a recruiting visit with me at A&M, he actually went over there. He wound up going to play for Michigan. So I'm thinking about transfer. Mom like, nah, she old school. Nah, you start something, you finish it. You don't quit on it, stuff.
Yeah.
Talk me into it. I stay up there, you know what I'm saying? But by then, man, like I say, my sophomore year, man, I'm just out there wilding, man. Same thing my freshman year, man. We fighting all the locals, man. We going to the clubs fighting, man.
Football guys?
Football guys, man. It's a couple of us from Miami up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I already know how that is.
I had about 5 dudes from New Orleans, man, who went up there with me. So, and I know them from middle school because I want to go to New Orleans Middle, since 6th and 7th grade. So, man, we out there, man. We fight, man. We fought our own baseball team, man. The baseball team at the same school, man.
Just
man,
young,
man. Wilding out, man. So sophomore year come around, same thing, man. I'm going to class, but I'm just wilding out, man. I ain't going to class consistently. I'm going, I'm doing all the, I'm doing my football meetings and, but they don't really know what's going on campus. Man, I ain't really going to class, you know what I'm saying? So it reflected, man, you know what I'm saying? When the grade time came around, shit, you saw my grades, my grades were messed up, you know what I'm saying? I wound up picking it up my sophomore year. I wound up picking it up and I played spring. So I played that spring on my sophomore year. I hadn't got my grade, you know what I'm saying, right? I played spring. So by me playing spring, man, I'm actually doing good. I've been out of ball by the year and a half, but I'm doing straight. I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like I always like sort of worked out because I had to work out with the team, you know what I'm saying, do all the workout stuff. So I'm doing pretty straight, man. And we had a dude who had just graduated. So I don't know what they call him when they become like a coach, like an intern coach, player coach or something like that.
Like a GA, grad assistant. Yeah.
Like a grad assistant. So, man, I'm doing good in practice and stuff, man. So I asked him, I said, man, what's up, man? Why the coaches don't be, you know what I'm saying, give me the rep like that, man? I be doing better than them dudes. He said, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. He said, man, coaches don't talk about you every day, man. He said, but guess what? He said, man, coach said, I know Randle ain't gonna have the grades at the end of the year, man. I rather get the dude the reps who gonna hide the grades than to give Randle the reps. And
it's the truth.
It was the truth, you know what I'm saying? And sure enough, man, I play spring, I do good. You just, you know what I'm saying? Season time, like when the next year, that semester right there after spring, I messed up toward the end. Guess what? I can't play next year.
Yeah.
Coach knew it, you know what I'm saying? He said it, man. I just, I don't know. The class went hard, man. I just wasn't.
That just wasn't your thing.
Man. Nah, man. I ain't going to class all the time. I'm just like wild, man, trying to mess with the females, trying to, you know what I'm saying, just do all type of stuff. So, I ain't really focused, man. And
Babe magnet.
Hey, man. Just messing up, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, Right. I do one more semester after my sophomore year, man, and I go home. Like after that January thing, I came back up there.
Yeah.
Did this after my sophomore year, so it's 2 years and a half. So when we come back off that Christmas break, I stayed up there for a while. I don't know. They had sent a letter to my mama saying I can't go to school this next semester. I gotta stay out and I can come back. Man, all of a sudden, man, I get a phone call. Old boy, like, where you at? I'm like, what's up? I'm in the dorm. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, come on, man, get your stuff, man. Your mama done called me. I done came up here, finna come get you. They say you can't go to school no more. I'm like, yeah, man, I ain't see that. They're like, yeah, get your stuff. Yeah, done popped up on me. I guess him and mama talked it out. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I get all my stuff, man. I don't even say nothing to the coach. Besides, I was in a dorm room, shit, you know what I'm saying, with my homeboys, whatever. I say, dap all my homeboys up, man. Tell them, man, I'm out. Did such and such happen. So I don't really say nothing. I just disappear overnight. I don't talk to the coaches, nobody. I just take off. You know what I'm saying? I make a little pit stop in Tampa with my mama, and then they wanted me to come home. They thought I was going to get in trouble or something, man. So got a sister staying in Tampa, so they dropped me in Tampa for a couple of months. I'm up there, trying to find work or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling out, man. But, I made my way back home, man. So
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it, man. I'm a whole college little story right now.
So, all right. So after college, you went to Tampa for a little bit. Then you came back home. What was the lifestyle like now that you back home? What was your mindset like now that you back home and you're not going to do college? Were you going to try to go play football again, or were you just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to live my life?
I thought about it, man. I thought about going to play ball somewhere, man. I was, you know what I'm saying, I just was trying to get on my feet, you know what I'm saying. I came home, so like I say, man, a lot of people thought I was just gonna come back, man, because I got kicked out. So everybody thought I was gonna come back and just mess up, man. So mine, I was like, man, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do my thing, you know what I'm saying. I ain't finna fuck up twice, but now, life sort of hit me mentally a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying. You might think about this in high school and, college a little different. Get kicked out, now I'm home, so
yeah.
I come home, man. Then I got I have a few people, my ex-girlfriend at the time, man. I really got to give her props, though. I ain't really know. I ain't never worked before, so I don't know how to put no applications in. I ain't got no job experience, man. All I did was play ball, man.
Right.
I was a student, so I'm like, man, I don't know how to do all that stuff. So, man, she sort of like, man, she'd be like, hey man, they hiring over there, man. You need to go put the application. Come on, I'm gonna show you. Take me over there, man. She put it in with me, you know what I'm saying? Like they
Right.
had a little computer, she put it on the computer. So I wound up like working a little job, man. Actually worked at Randle Center, man. Matter of fact, man. Randle Center, hard job, man. I worked there, man. And then you know what I'm saying? I just man, my mindset was just, man, just shit was fast during that time, man. Like, be real, man. People were getting like money, man. Like it was all type of stuff like out here, man. So you know, I knew it wasn't for me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all do something just to put a little money in our pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put a little money in my pocket, but I know that ain't really the route I want to take. That ain't really me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm good for that type of life. So I'm keep it real. I want to build like that. So, you know, I just did what I had to do, you know, keep some money in the pocket. But man, I come home, man, you know, get a few jobs, and then, man, I land a job at that, man, right here, man. 14 years later, man, I'm just doing good, man. House, you know what I'm saying, money in my pocket. So, you know, I had to come home and prove, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Man, I fought even, excuse my language.
No, you fine, man. This is raw, real, baby.
Okay. So, you know, I had done fucked up, man, in college. So everybody, like, without me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm gonna just come home and mess up. So that was, like, all around me, you know what I'm saying? So I had to bounce back, man. Even my coach, man, up the road, man, me and him had to have a conversation later on. And, like, man, he ain't really say nothing personal to me, but, you know, the 18-year-old doing it, I ain't really like it, you know what I'm saying? He made a speech to everybody one day, you know, because we was up there wilding and fighting, man. So he put everybody into the locker room, had to meet with the whole team. He said a speech here like, man, hey, listen, man, people who you see around here, these gonna be your crackheads. These people gonna be the ones that go to jail. These gonna be your low life. They gonna be nobody. He's like, man, everybody here got a chance to be successful, but ain't gonna be successful. These gonna be the same people who you see ain't doing nothing. So I took it personal, man, real personal. I'm like, man, you know, at 18, 19, I feel like, man, everybody in the room got a chance at life to do good, but not knowing it's reality. What he's saying is reality, dog. You know what I'm saying? 18, 19, I couldn't accept that. When I come back home and I finally get on my feet and I'm working at, you know, the job I got now, man, it hit me. I'm like, dang, this dude was right, man. Because a couple of them dudes, man, one dude got, man, this man got 700 years, man, dude who I played ball with. Yeah, man, dude in Alabama, man. Dude got 700 years, man. So, a couple of dudes, yeah, man, everything he said, a couple of dudes gonna be this and that, was true. So when I go back to school the first time, when I come back up there, I tell him the story, man. I say, man, you know, I told him, man, but I ain't become one of them. Now, like, nah, I did right by myself. And he was one of my motivation when I came home. I thought about that speech. I said, man, ain't no way this man gonna tell me at 18, 19 he can predict my future. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't nobody do that.
Right.
So that put me on my grind. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back, we had to talk. You know what I'm saying? We hugged it out, whatever. Because I had real resentment for him for a long time.
Right.
But we hugged it out. I told him the story. He was like, you know what I'm saying? It was all love. You know what I'm saying? After that, man, my mindset had unchanged a little bit, man. I ain't that shorty no more. I'm about 25, 26 now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I understand life a little bit better now, man. So, man, that's how I was when I came back home, man. I just want to prove everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just was a slip up, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no failure. Right. So I got on the ground, man.
Right. That's what's up, man. And that's one thing too, just say, for instance, just as people, but just as men, like, you look at a mistake or a failure, like that's the end of your life. Nah, dog, that's how you learn. If you're not making mistakes, you know what I'm saying? If you're not fucking up, how can you learn? You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I mean? And that's just a part of life that you got to kind of embrace and look back just like you did and reflect, okay, this is what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Or this is what I learned from the situation. Because that's what happened when you mess up. It's like riding a bike. You fall. Okay, I need to balance this way. I need to do it this way. All right, so you learn it. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. And that's the process of life that I think, and now you have kids, you know what I'm saying, that we can't stop them from like, you know, going into. You're going to make mistakes and you just got to deal with it straight up. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, okay. So look, I know you're working, you're doing your thing. I want to talk about, you know, I want to talk about this. We'll talk about your product, man. Yeah. So how'd you get into this, man? It's your beard oil. I put it on yesterday, man. That thing smells good.
Yeah, man. Always gotta have the smell. You feel me? That's what it's about, man. But
jackpot.
It's some key, you know what I'm saying, essential oils, you know, carrier oil, man. I got into it, man, because when I first got out of high school, man, like my facial hair came like this, man.
Too.
Yeah, man, I had already, you know what I'm saying? I started growing hair all on my face, and like my facial hair came fast, man. So, man, I always struggle with like what to put in there. I ain't know what to put, you know, like hair grease too thick, you don't spread in that good.
Yeah.
Man, I tried, man, all that stuff, pink oil, moisturizer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing really worked. You know, I ain't really know. You know, all that stuff is so thick, you don't really get to you know, down here at the scalp. So I never really knew, man. So I'm gonna say about a year ago, you know what I'm saying? I think I had tried some stuff, man, and I ain't really like it, man. I'm like, man, this just ain't for me. And I started like learning about like essential oils and carrier oils and all the oils that like, you know, help with your beard, you know, help with the skin underneath the beard. So I just went to reading, man. It caught my attention. I just went to reading, you know what I'm saying, about it. And I was like, man, dang, I'm like, man, I probably can make some stuff for myself. And I started like just buying stuff, ordering online, experimenting with stuff that I like. I tried.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, I just started trying them. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Then I, you know what I'm saying, tried out, read up on some stuff some more. So as I kept reading and trying stuff, I wound up making something that I like. I said, dang, I like this. And I just used it for a while. I kept using it. I don't know, I had a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying, he had a little business. And I would tell him about it. He was like, man, you should just sell that stuff. I ain't think about selling. I just think about making it for me at first.
Right.
So when he said, I said, damn. I said, man, you right, man. So, man, he sort of like guided me a little bit. Like, hey, you know, I ain't know nothing about. I knew about the LLC. I ain't know how to start it. So he sort of helped me, you know, get in the door. So I get my LLC. You know what I'm saying? I find out how to order the box, all that type stuff, man. Man, I just wanted to like, you know what I'm saying, do a little website, and I wanted to just start to package it and then promoting it, man. And I'm this one, man, like I think I've been doing it about a year now. So this one, man, to this day, man, you know what I'm saying, trying to get that business up and running, man. Like I say, it's a good product, you know what I'm saying. I ain't just somebody who just grew a beard. I know I've been growing a beard since 18, you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying, I ain't just ride the wave of beard. I really went through that struggle. Like, dang, your beard get dry. I don't care. Your head, you know, that hair grease, it'll last 2-3 days, but your beard get dry like a day or two.
Quick, dog.
Really quick, man.
And I go through that struggle too, man. My beard get real dry. Just like what you said, man, it's just getting the right oil, man, to keep that thing soft, man, and getting to that scalp. Because mine's grow real thick too, you know, and I try to, you know, shave it down, but every now and then I like to kind of grow it out. Most of the time I grow it out, you know what I'm saying? And man, you're right about that. It's having the right product. Cause your beard, like it'll break, you know what I'm saying? Combing through that bad boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, I'm just like you, man. I had a beard for a long time, dog.
That's what I'm saying. It's a struggle, man. So, like I said, I found something, man. I'm like, man, you know, it actually, like I said, I tested for a while, like months before I did it. I'm like, man, it really make my beard soft, man. It really like moisturizer. So, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that dry breaking and all that type stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. But it smells good. That's all. I kept smelling it last. I'm like, God, what's that smell, man? That thing smells good. Boy, a jackpot. That's what I got.
Man, and that's all these essential oils, man. I try to make sure I kept it natural. I ain't want to put like none of that cologne smelling stuff in there, man. That's all like oils put together, man. It took a while, like, to just make that mix, man. I just had to read stuff. Read this person's stuff, read how they did this, and try to just put a blend together, man. You know what I'm saying? It took some months, man. Like really figure it out.
So you're a little chemist over there, then.
Yeah, I be over here trying to mix this, mix that, man. You know, just I'm like, man, you know, let my old lady smell it, man. She's like, man, I like that, man. And I gave it to my stepdad. Gave it to a few people. You know, I gave it out for free first before I actually, you know what I'm saying, put it out there. So I had to see how everybody liked it, you know what I'm saying? I was giving bottles out to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, everybody said the same thing, the smell. First thing that caught them. So when everybody said the smell and they like it, I was like, okay, I finally got me one now. So now I got two. I got two now. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just working on building the brand. I'm trying to expand it, you know what I'm saying? Different products, RRGOODZ, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't want to just put something about beard. I'm trying to sell all goods, you feel me? Everything. Shampoo, face soaps, I'm trying to get to it, but you know, it's starting up right now. So I'm at the front door right now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what's up. Hey man, Chevin, I got some soap from Chevin. Chevin sells soaps too, man. Hey, look,
I know.
You know, yeah, hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. All the rock boys that's been on the line, we gotta support doing it. We all gotta support each other, you know what I'm saying? So I'll put a little blurb of the website or where to find the product. And like, you know what I'm saying? This my dog, but I'm using the product. And like I said, man, that thing smells good. And anybody that know me, that know me, I get, man, cologne is my thing. I love smelling good. You know what I mean? And you hit it with this, though. I don't know what combination you put together for this jackpot, but that thing smells good, boss. You don't have to tell everybody your secrets. You know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't telling the secret. That's why when I made it, I did put essential oils, man. I had started, you know, you got to read the competition. So I started reading the big boys, man. And when I read the big boys, the boys don't never put their secret out, man. You know, they'll put all their carrier oils, you know, all the stuff that benefits to the beard, you know what I'm saying? But they would never put how they made their scent. So I was like, man, dang, I need to do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so when I first made the bottles, man, I was putting how I made it on there. And then, man, I went to Walmart. Every time I go like the Walmart, Walgreens, I see beard oil, I pick it up and I read their label. Cause you know what I'm saying? They in stores, so I gotta see how they doing it. So I read their label. They wouldn't never put how they made their scent. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I need to do the same thing. When I first did, I usually get a game away. But then after that, when I made my next batch, I ain't put none of that on them. I changed the labels and everything. I had to pay extra. I changed the labels. I said, man, I ain't giving them a game away.
That's good. So, that's good. That's good. Because people could recreate it easily, you know what I'm saying, and not give you any credit for that. But hey, like, keep pushing it, man. So where are other places they could find RRGOODZ or beard oil from RRGOODZ?
I'm just online right now, man. www.rrgooodz with a Z at the end, you know what I'm saying, .com. I'm online with it right now, man. So eventually, like I say, I'm just trying to learn how to branch out, man. Trying to learn how to promote it, you know what I'm saying? Promotion, you know, it's big, that's social media. I ain't really a social media guy, so I'm trying to catch up with the trend right now, man. So like I said, I'm day one, so I'm trying to push it, man.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, man. I guess social media is, you can use it for whatever you like. You know, like people like us who have businesses and stuff can use it to promote business, and some people use it for leisure. They just take pictures and selfies, and I don't know. That's, I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But I think social media is a great platform. That's like free advertising. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of working that. Like I said, man, y'all got to share my boy's stuff, man. If the rock guys, if you've been on the line, you got to share it, man. Got to share it. We got to share each other. We got to support each other. I'm big on building a community, you know what I'm saying? And if we support each other, we all have our businesses, we can all grow, you know what I mean, in a great way, in a good way. So I have a little thing that I do. I call it wrap up, you know what I'm saying? And at the end, you know what I'm saying, it's all about you and your mindset and everything that you mentioned here, right? So I'm gonna give you a word and you're gonna fill in the blank. I'm gonna say confidence is what to Dooney?
Confidence is everything, man. Confidence is life, man. Without it, man, you can't get nowhere, man. No matter what you go through, man. No matter what trials you go through, no matter, you know what I'm saying, how you feel mentally, man. You gotta remain confident, man. You know, I was at a low point, you know, mentally, you know what I'm saying, with everything that went on, but you know, I always had confidence, you know what I'm saying, that I was gonna rise above, man. I wasn't gonna, you know, my one goal, my one motto, I had a motto, you know what I'm saying, I used to always tell myself, man, I ain't gonna be like this forever, you know what I'm saying, like my day gonna come. So I always say that to myself, man, like almost day in and day out, like, you know what I'm saying, because you see a lot of stuff going on around you, man. You know, sometimes you like, dang, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get there. But I just stay confident that every day I tell myself, man, like, you know, my day gonna come, it ain't gonna be like this forever, you know what I'm saying? And that confidence, man, to keep telling myself that, man, that gave me confidence, you know what I'm saying? Because I told myself that every day. And man, I'm here now, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing good for myself. So confidence is everything in life, you feel me?
Right. Dope. All right, so attitude is what to Dooney?
Attitude, man, is who you are to me. You know what I'm saying? It shows, you know what I'm saying, it shows swag, it shows, you know what I'm saying, it's how you present yourself, man, you know what I'm saying, your attitude is how you present yourself, it's how you show the world, you know what I'm saying, whoever you are, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta be this person, that person, man, you know what I'm saying, your attitude is a reflection of you, so, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, what you give off, you know what I'm saying, so my attitude, you know, I'm always laid back, you know, I'm doing it, I ain't never been too loud, I've been chill, so this is my attitude, you know what I'm saying, so that's a reflection of me.
That's what's up. All right. So we got attitude, and the last one is mindset is what to do.
Mindset, key to life.
Explain. How is it the key to life? Explain.
That's the key to life, man. Because if I would have came home, and like I say, if I would have came home and continued to do what I did up there, man, and I kept that same mindset, man, you know what I'm saying, just blaming everybody for what I did, because it was my mistakes, it wasn't nobody else. Right. If I ain't take ownership of, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, I messed up. Now, you know what I'm saying, now I got to get right, you know what I'm saying, or my mindset to say, man, I'm gonna prove this coach wrong. You know what I'm saying? He can't tell me my life. If I ain't have that mindset, man, I would have lost, man. I would have lost it. So it's everything, man. Mindset is everything to me, man.
That's what's up.
It's life.
That's what's up. All right, so mindset. All right, so last thing, and I definitely want to put your product in. Keep turning off. I want to put your product in there, but I want to kind of word it like this. Robert Randle is who moving forward, and RRGOODZ is gonna do what moving forward. Let's go ahead and put it in the air.
Man, Robert Randle, man, is a family. I'm a dad first, you know what I'm saying? I got kids now, so Robert Randle is a father, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a good dad, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something, create something that I ain't have as a shorty, you know, my father. So Robert Randle is a father, man. Robert Randle is you know what I'm saying, is a businessman, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm that RRGOODZ, man, in the future, man. RRGOODZ, I'm looking for that to be, you know, worldwide, man. RRGOODZ, I'm looking for that to be the next brand. You know, I feel like the same thing, you know, I'm on that empowerment type stuff, man. I feel like why, you know what I'm saying, why our brand can't be that brand? Like, you know, if I got a homeboy who got Gucci, why his brand can't be like this? Why I can't feel like when I put this on there, I'm in design, you know what I'm saying? That's the mindset you gotta have, you know what I'm saying, toward that right there. Because if not, we ain't gonna never grow to that right there. We gonna always feel like, man, I gotta go get that Gucci. But your homeboy might have something that looks better, feel better, but we don't treat it like that. So that's how, you know, I want RRGOODZ to be. So when you feel it, even though you might know me as Dooney, once you know me as a business person, I want you to be like, dang, boy, I'm putting on the top of the top. You feel me?
Right.
I ain't just putting on Doonies. I'm putting on, man, this the best thing out there.
Right.
That's how I want RRGOODZ to be.
That's dope, man. And like I said, that's a dope mindset to have, man. And your product is a luxury product moving forward. That's it, point blank, period. And a lot of people get detached because I guess when we go into these stores, we don't necessarily know the person, you know what I'm saying, creating these products. And just because it has a name like Gucci, you know, how long did it take Gucci to build their name? You know what I mean? And the only reason Gucci has a name is because of us, the people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if the people can choose, if the people can realize, hey, we choose what's luxury, we choose what products are out there, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to support each other, because RRGOODZ, like I said, is a luxury product, but it's up to us to continue to support you and help you get to where you want to be.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. So, hey, man, like, I loved it. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on, man. And your mindset definitely is the mindset to take your product to the next level, man. And we're going to keep pushing. And whatever I got to do to support, you know, I'm here to support you, dog.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, like I said, we all go through that roller coaster of life. Why not have a guide to elevate your mindset? Jim, out.